Stampers, and welcome to Laura's Stamp Pad. So this card is kind of hard to show on camera because it is super fabulous, and of course I did it in black on black tablecloth, but it's also a box. See how I'm bending this and it's super cool looking? See that? Here, let me bring in this white piece. See how it's that awesome square box like that? Super fabulous. It would stand up on anybody's mantle or table and it would be super fabulous. And then of course this little piece pops out. So it's right there on that corner, but yet I'll show you a fabulous little way on how it pops out and lays flat. So the cool thing is that this card is actually a regular size card, so it mails in a regular size envelope, but yet it pops up, and so that is so much fun. This design I actually got from a fellow stamper, Linda Yearsley, who she got it from Debbie Henderson, which is at Debbie's Designs blog.blogspot.com. So I'll leave a link down below for that, and thanks Debbie and Linda for this fabulous idea. It is super fun. So let's get started. Okay, so we have our 5.5 by 8.5 piece, which is just a regular card base, and we're going to score it at 2 1/8. Be sure that you're using your score blade. At 4 1/4. And at 6 3/8. So this is creating that nice little box piece. And then now we're just going to fold on all those lines. So you definitely want to make sure you have your bone folder handy so that you get those nice strong creases. Whoop. Slipping out from me. And you'll notice that this is actually just the box. There's no extra little flap or anything to seal that together, but we're going to create that, so don't you worry there. So then you're going to need a 1 inch by 5.5 inch strip, and you're just going to fold that in half. So this is going to be that little piece that's going to hold it together. And you can use your tear and tape, or you can use fast fuse. So I'm just going to run fast fuse on both sides of this little bitty piece. And then we're going to line that up to seal these ends. And so now that I have that there, I'm just going to open it up like this and lay it flat. So then I have that nice, easy, flat piece there. So there you have your box base. Now for your layers for the outside, you're going to need 4 pieces of a solid cardstock measuring 4 1/4 by 1 7/8. So I am using the Marina Mist, so I have my 4 pieces here. Again, that's 5 1/4 by 1 7/8. And then a piece of designer series paper or any sort of pattern paper that you wish to use. You'll need 3 of the designer series paper and 1 of the Whisper White, and they will all measure 5 inches by 1 5/8. So you want that 4th one to have a little white panel on it so that you can write on your card. So see, I have the 2 panels on the front, and then 1 panel on the back, and then 1 white one so that you can write on your card. So that's sort of like the inside of your card. So we're just going to add each of those to our panels. And if you want to decorate this blank panel, you're more than welcome to. Be sure to do that first. I just added a few little stars because I wanted there to be enough room so that I would be able to write my greeting on there. Those little stars are from the Tin of Cards stamp set, which is where this greeting is also from. So now it's time to do that center little piece, which pops up just like that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to get 2 1-inch circle punches, and we're going to use the same color cardstock as the base. So for this one, I actually use black, but this one here, I'm going to use white. So we're just going to fold these in half, and we're going to flip this over because that's the back side. And I know Linda and Debbie both used Tombow liquid glue, but I tend to make messes with that glue, so I'm just going to continue using the Fast Fuse because that's my favorite glue to use for a nice strong hold. And you're just going to place these 2 half a circles right there on that center line. So they're both in half like that, and then of course, you know, they kind of flip forward, and they're just right on that crease there. So you can see they're kind of like little airplane wings, just like that. And then you can take your focal point, your greeting. So here I just took some mint macaron and punched that out with the 2 3/8 scallop circle punch, and layered on some Marina Mist with the 2-inch circle punch, and then some Whisper White that I stamped my greeting, which is from the Tin of Cards stamp set, and that's the 1 3/4 circle punch. So then to adhere that on, you're going to use Stampin Dimensionals, my favorite. So I'm just going to add a Stampin Dimensional on either side of those flaps. And then I'm just going to place my greeting right on top. And there you have where it pops up, so it's not really, you know, flapping all over the place, and it doesn't, you know, it's not on that pivot point. It is on the pivot point, but it's not going to fall off because it has those nice little anchor pieces. So how fabulous is that? Technically with this one I probably could have done it in mint macaron so that it would hide just a little bit more, but I still think that looks fine. This one, it's black on black, so it does hide quite a bit. You can't really see that. See, it's a good thing I did white rather than the black, right? But isn't that super fun and super fabulous? Of course, you could always decorate more if you wish. You could add, you know, more embellishments or anything to that, or even to these front panels if you wish. I love making little pop-up cards and stuff, and some of them can be kind of difficult, but I thought this one was pretty easy, so I thought you might enjoy it as well. Again, thanks to both Debbie and Linda for the great idea. I love sharing ideas with other demonstrators and fellow stampers as well. Be sure to check out my blog, laurastamppad.com, so you can see more photos of these as well as other projects. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And be sure to subscribe as I post every Tuesday and Thursday. You won't want to miss out on the next one. And I'll see you next time. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.